Oh, happy days are here again! We won the Elite Four yet again! And now we're gonna go into the mysterious Mount Silver now that we have all 16 badges. Once we get out of these Spiros.
Again, he goes into the Legend of Korra voice, and every time I expect him to either start saying, "Go get him, fellas," or "What is the Avatar going to do this time?"
Anyway. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Which the irony is, he's never seen an episode of Korra.
That's true. I have.
Or Avatar.
I've seen some Avatar. I saw it when it was on Nickelodeon way back when.
Oh, yeah.
So, I just never seen the whole series. But that's another story. We're going to talk about Pokemon this time, I promise. So
you promise a lot.
I mentioned several episodes back that I had a lot of trouble with Red. He's really incredibly strong in my Pokemon. No matter how hard I tried, I think I had bad type matchups. I just wasn't up to snuff for him. But I do win. Spoiler alert, I do win. But it took me a lot of tries, a lot of grinding against the Elite Four, and spamming of vitamins like crazy.
Yes, you had to become an EV trainer to beat Red, and
yes.
I believe this wholeheartedly.
It is possible to navigate this cave without Flash. I tried it. I couldn't do it. I'm not Chugga Conroy. What do you people want from me?
Well, apparently you need to be Chugga Conroy.
The items are...
Who, to this, I would just like to point out, to this, you're such a great Game Grumps fan, yet you have never come across a Steamrolled where Chugga Conroy is in them. And I think actually Chugga is one of the featured YouTubers they keep talking about that's going to go to Grumpcade.
Possibly, I'm waiting. I've seen Markiplier and I've seen Pro Jared on... I've seen Gerard on Grumpcade, but I haven't seen
Why is your
Chugga.
back turned?
What's this? Who's this mysterious doppelganger at the top of this mountain? Yes, we
I
all
don't
know.
like people that look like me. I must kill you!
It's Red! Red! The trainer everybody wants to be! The one that has more half-baked theories around him than Lavender Town!
Yes, yes.
That was
He's like 81
Can we just
and you're
officially
like
say,
50.
as far as the Pokemon continuity is concerned, Red is the Goku of the series, isn't he?
Kind of.
Because he keeps on growing in power.
Pretty much. I mean, granted, this is the only other time we see him outside. But
That's interesting. He's like 81 and you're like 50.
yeah, you're never gonna match Pikachu level for level. Just
Not unless you're willing to use a Game Shark.
yeah, you'd have to use a Game Shark, and I'll admit I did turn on cheat codes a couple times, not to
Cheater! Cheater!
yeah, not to win battles, but just to
You knocked his Pikachu!
You knocked out the cute Pokemon, man. You're done now.
and mostly it's this Espeon that gives me so much trouble because it's fucking nuking me with its psychic moves.
Yeah, if only you had a dark type Pokemon.
That's the thing, there really aren't any good dark types.
Unless you had an Umbreon.
Yeah, Umbreon might be able to stand up, but it's just Psychic is still so overpowered by this. Even in Gen 2, it's still pretty overpowered.
I just like to point out for the record, I mean, this matchup could have been a lot worse. This could be a Nuzlocke, and then at that point, you wouldn't have multiple tries on Red. You would have one. And it would probably be a failure.
Yeah, well that's why I don't do Nuzlocke.
But why don't you do Nuzlocks? You guys love them. No, we like watching him.
I don't even watch him.
Oh yeah, I'm the one that watches the Nuzlocke because they're funny.
And of course I had to throw up a light screen because Red, of course, is Psychic, can predict every move you make. Critical hit!
I'm sorry. Was that a Macho Man moment? Critical hit. You guys did not see the smile on Alex's face every time I do the Macho Man voice. He's just happy as a clam.
It's hilarious. I love it. Of course.
Dang.
Bonesaw's ready! We need to actually go, I may need to go onto YouTube and just get some Macho Man lines, just so you can actually hear him saying them,
Yeah.
because the voice is something you have to hear.
Mr. Owl! Recovered by 163 points. Psychic, Psychic, Psychic! At this point, I'm just trying to wait him out, so till he either runs out of PP or picks a different move.
Yeah.
Which, I did this in a trial run, and he actually changed his tactics when I kept spamming health items on myself, but this time he didn't, I just had to kind of take it.
So, really quick, I do want to derail for just a second.
Alright.
So, we have actually not mentioned this, but there has been an anime challenge placed upon the Shadow Blazer. So it's not just Drak going through these now. Shadow Blazer has a challenge.
Okay.
Because Shadow Blazer had the audacity to mention on Google Plus that there is a certain staple anime series he had never seen. So there is a challenge. Do you want to elaborate on this, Alex, or shall I?
Yes, Adam has challenged me to watch Trigun, which is a lot easier than his challenge to watch Gundam, I gotta admit, because Trigun's only 26 episodes.
I see.
A challenge
this is going to be the point.
By the Drak man. Sorry.
See, this is one of those points where I would actually make a comment that Alex is not going to appreciate. The Gundam part's not so hard. It's K-On! Right now that's killing me. And it's mainly because, look, there are some episodes that are just gems, but then I have to go deal with an episode that is 80% nothing but cutesy sugar, and I can just feel my arteries hardening and getting diabetes from the episodes.
Tastes like diabetes.
It really does. They are so sweet and cutesy.
We're gonna need Wilford Brimley. Hello, I'm Wilford Brimley.
I'm Wilford Brimley.
And I've got diabetes. It hurts when I pee, and it causes me to become short with my family. Yesterday, I stubbed my toe and took it out on the dog. Last week, I ran out of vanilla ice cream and struck my wife. Then I found out my wife's been dead for 10 years. So who the hell did I hit?
My name is Wilford Directly, and I approve the fact that K-On! Will give you diabetes. And so for the people who are going to be screaming out, oh, that means he hates K-On! No. So here's the part that's going to shock Alex a little bit. I don't hate K-On!
Uh-huh.
Like I said, there are a couple of episodes that are worthwhile and very in the moment, and I appreciate them. It's just when I have to muscle through the cutesy filler, that's when I have a problem. And most of that cutesy filler is involved around Yui. And...
yeah. Then, remind me, I'm never going to show you this little anime called Pita 10. Which I tweeted...
Well, you say you're not going to, now I'm worried you are.
I'm not going to, really, because if K-On's giving you a hard time, Pita 10's gonna be worse. I tweeted about this because I found out among the many Gundam shows that are finally getting licensed by Right Stuff / Nozomi, this old little anime that I like called Pita 10 got licensed too, and yeah, that's also very saccharine sweet, tastes like diabetes.
Alright, is there a spoiler that he's gonna use a full restore?
I'm pretty sure he will at some point.
On this Pokemon?
I love it. Andrea is the one that's trying to bring us back.
Shocking, he doesn't.
Isn't this supposed to be what we're talking about? More than...
No, this is Drak and Shadow. We talk about anything but Pokemon.
And he's got a Snorlax, which is a real neat shit.
I mean, when we do our RPGs, we talk about anime. When we do Zelda, now that we do Zelda, it's Andrea criticizing everything that Drak does.
Plus, really, what can
I guess that's true.
What can we talk about this game? Because this game has been LP'd probably a million times over now. It's like...
And nostalgia goggles are all over the place, and, you know, we actually have gotten that criticism. You guys are just approaching these from nostalgia goggles.
Duh.
That's why we did them.
That's why we're playing them, even though they've been played to death on YouTube.
In fact, I'm actually daring to say, I've considered when we actually get to Gen 4, because I've actually never done Gen 4, whether or not my half of that LP would be blind. But I think at that point I would be doing the... Have we set that? Like, I think you're the one that's doing Diamond and Pearl, aren't you?
We haven't thought that far. I'm doing Leaf, as far as I know. As Gen 3 goes, I'm doing Leaf Green.
You're doing Leaf Green, then I've got Emerald, and I think we swap at that point, because we were going to do Diamond and Pearl and Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Yeah.
And I think I would be on the opposing one. So It wouldn't be necessarily a storyline I didn't know. But, you know, going into, like, Gen 5 or whatever, I'd be blind. I would not know any of it. And so I've been kind of tempted to say, I'm not even going to play them until we do the LP of them. Maybe I won't do that for Gen 4. Maybe I'll do it for Gen 5 when I'm actually going to be blind on the matter. Because then you guys can get my reactions, and they're probably not going to be good because it's going to be Pokemon, it's going to be complicated, and I'm going to have so many problems, and I don't know why I'm talking this fast, but it's totally working because of Family Guy, and blah, 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 blah.
What?
I don't know why I went there, but I did.
Okay.
It's one of those random moments. You know, I hate to take a comment from Dan, but you could tell when you're in the 4th post-commentary episode of a Pokemon LP when Drak is going nuts.
Drak is indeed going nuts.
Drak has indeed left the building.
You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Oh, and for the record, so people actually did ask on the Drak and Shadow channel, did we review Terminator Genesis? No, we did not.
He does.
However, I did. And there is a video. It is being edited. It will be up pretty soon. We've talked about this. There's no real reason to put it as just a Drak review.
Yeah.
It will go up on Drak and Shadow. My opinion on Terminator Genesis, to sum it up in 5 words, yes, it stomped over all the continuity. And it was kind of meant to do that. Do I think the Shadow Blazer should see it? You've seen the other Terminator movies, right?
Yes.
So abso-freaking-lutely.
Okay.
Just because you know what you're walking into. Okay? This is like Jurassic World.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're going to walk into a movie where the dinosaurs win. You know you're going to walk into a movie where it's going to look kind of like Skynet wins. Except it doesn't. And we have way more great... Are you actually going to see Genesis? Or...
You know what? You and Romney kind of sold me on it, so...
I have to mention this joke because you can see it in the trailers, but... you remember in Terminator 2 how they had to always do that whole thing of, I'm trying to teach the Terminator to be more civil, or I'm trying to teach him to be more human?
Yeah.
So they did that in Genesis, except it's been basically that the Terminator has lived with Sarah Connor, so she's been trying to teach him to be more human. And this is probably the creepiest Arnold has ever been in his entire acting career. They actually have this recurring moment where she brings that up, and the Terminator feels compelled to do a smile.
Oh, wow.
And so Alex is going to have to look at me. I really wish I could find a screenshot of this, but it's literally Arnold doing this. And it ends in this. And the best part is, like, they actually do a cops joke, and they have them in front of the screen, and he does that, and it's the creepy smile, and it's just like, yeah, Arnold, but great! Holy crap! That is the extent of Arnold Schwarzenegger's acting career right there. Give the man an Oscar, or at least a participation Oscar, and he can move on with the rest of his life. Although, apparently, this is actually... So this is the part that's going to piss you off. We actually found out when me and my brother went to go see it. So this is actually a part of a trilogy. Genesis is. It's under the same premise that Salvation was. Mm-hmm. Which is, it has to earn enough money.
Right.
So if it doesn't, then it's not going to be a trilogy. But I will say this. If the Terminator series were to end after Genesis, I'd be fine with it. There's enough closure in that film that I think you could get away with it. There you go. My review in a nutshell. The video will be up hopefully by now.
Okay.
But we can at least be happy about the next movie that we're going to do, which is Ant-Man. Ant-Man. Into more Marvel continuity that will confuse the crap out of Alex.
Probably so.
But it's okay. Also, I have a feeling there will be a couple of other reviews that will go up on movies that Alex doesn't necessarily want to see, but I want to cover.
Right.
So, like, for example, the Minions movie will probably be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't not cover that. I mean, in the evening...
Close.
In the evening of Geekery, I covered Despicable Me too. So I gotta do Minions. So you guys can look forward to those.
Something tells me the Snorlax is going to use rest.
Well, yeah, he's a meat shield. That's what he does. At 1 HP, he's going to use it. Except now he's dead.
Yeah, fortunately, I outsped him and got a hit off.
Look at the grin on Snorlax. He's like, I know I'm a meat shield. It's awesome. Alright, so now we have are we down to the feature 3?
Yes.
The evolved Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur.
Venusaur. I think he replaces Lapras in Heart Gold Soul Silver. One of these is replaced with Lapras. And I think it's Espeon.
Probably. I don't know. The person who's watched the Purple Rodgery review run of it could answer that. Andrea.
What?
Which one got replaced with a Lapras?
For which For which gen?
Heart Gold Soul Silver. Red.
I don't know if I got to that one yet.
Yes, you have.
Well, I did, and I don't remember. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Excuse me, I just finished at least Black and White's version.
You know, I don't think I've actually made it to red in Heart Gold Soul Silver, because every time it's like
It's one of those things where like you did it in Crystal, or you've done it here in Crystal. Why do you need to do it again?
because it's fun and it's challenging. But
Eh.
yeah, but it's like, yeah, I did it in Crystal, but I was a kid. I was better back then.
Yeah, exactly.
As an adult, you kind of start sucking at video games.
As people like to remind me. I'm just gonna stop them
Although I
right
wish-
now. These other two are gonna go into crap on me over Zelda, and I don't want to deal with it.
If only you had an electric Pokemon.
Well, I have Thunder Punch. I have Electric Boogaloo. I need to really name one of my future Pokemon that.
Yes, you do. You do.
It might be too long though, character limit.
You could at least do Boogaloo. People will get it.
Boogaloo.
No, just Boogaloo. Because if you do Boogaloo, it's like N Bison. It makes no sense. Like I'm a Street Fighter fan, and I can tell you that's Master Bison, but to you, that's not going to make a whole lot of
It's
sense.
really interesting that you never got around to naming your Haunter.
I never could think of a name, even though Forlorn Hope did make the nice suggestion of Myrtle.
Moni Myrtle.
Yep.
I figured.
Actually, did you know, Alex, that she has a full name now?
I did not know that.
Moaning Myrtle.
What's the full name?
Well, her last name is Warren.
Warren. Okay, so Myrtle Warren.
Yeah.
Well, she is a Morgul, so
Oh,
I'm not surprised by this.
I was distraught. I got a text message.
And yeah, that was kind of loud. Let's see. So there actually is a quick geek news story that I want to get into if people are okay with. I actually want to get into this with Alex because he suggested it.
Okay.
So apparently there's a rumor going around that there is going to be a Han Solo-based Star Wars movie directed by the people who did 21 Jump Street.
Uh-huh.
Now, they did the sequel, didn't they? The 22 Jump Street.
Probably.
Why? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not against an entirely Han Solo-themed movie. But from the people who did 21 Jump Street, do we really think that they'll take it seriously?
I would hope so.
I'm afraid they won't. And I kind of want Han taken seriously.
I mean, I would assume Studio would assert that control there.
I would hope.
I would hope, yeah. Ironically, because I'm usually against studios asserting stupid control like that, but this is one you want it, and I don't get it. Yeah, why the directors of the Jump Street movies? I have to agree with you, Adam. I don't get it either. But I would love a Han Solo movie. Maybe like early days where he meets Chewbacca, his early days on Corneria, his days as a spice runner, or whatever he did in his early days.
Corneria?
I might be getting it wrong.
Corellia.
Whatever! Corneria Star Fox.
Somebody is literally going to leave a comment going, there's a difference! Corneria, Star Fox. Corellia, Star Wars.
Core Star Foxia, because Star Fox really is Star Wars. Come on. It's Star
I think
Fox.
we just found our episode title right there.
Star Fox is Star...
Star Foxia.
Look, everybody, come on. Star Fox is Star Wars if Star Wars was inhabited by anthropomorphic puppet animals.
No. Star Fox is not just riffing off of Star Wars. It riffs off of other things.
I know,
Paralyzed it.
but it's very Star Warsy. And Independence Day,
Dude,
too.
it riffs off Gundam. Believe it or not.
A little bit. But it also has that badass Independence Day level.
It does indeed. With Bill, the dog.
Bill. Fox, that was one of ours!
So glad you guys are here. And there's actually a cat character too that's like a love interest for Falco. because interspecies relationships works in Star Fox.
I forgot her name suddenly. Cat or something?
It's just cat, I think.
Like K-A-T.
It's a pink cat.
Yeah. And she's got her own theme song.
Yeah, she does. I've never gotten that far in Star Fox 64, but...
even though I haven't really played any of the later games past 64, I kind of want to now, but...
Alright, last Pokemon.
Last Pokemon. I really am a little sad that Crystal won't be in the next Star Fox game. I really like Crystal's character.
I'll tell you one thing that actually has come to my mind is, you know, with all the hype for Star Fox Wii U, or what is it, Star Fox Zero?
Yeah.
I've been tempted to go and get the 64 remake for 3DS, just to play it.
Yeah.
You know, just to see if I can do the other storylines and have some fun. But yeah, I'd heard the rumor that Crystal might not make it.
I would say you should...
The problem is Crystal is enough of a conundrum in the storyline that I don't know if you can bring her in.
What were you going to say, Andrea?
I was going to say, hopefully you revived at least your Hoo-Hoot. Or your Knockdown, I meant. I forget that you named it Mr. Owl.
Mr. Owl! Don't worry, I have a plan.
Mr. Owl, how long will it take for you to eat the face of this Venusaur?
Let's find out.
Let's find out. One. Ah!
Yeah, Rai had to be my sacrificial lamb. Go, Mr. Owl!
I'm kind of surprised that he didn't bring Hotfoot into this one.
Like I said, I'm trying to wear down Venusaur a little. That's why.
Because Venusaur's kind of a meat shield, too.
Yeah, he's pretty good defensively.
He's pretty bulky.
So Hotfoot is sort of my last-ditch resort. Ace up my sleeve.
So Drak is going to be a little quiet, because I have a feeling that if I veer off again, Andrea literally will reach over and smack me.
Yeah, she will.
So speaking of Star Wars...
Okay, speaking of Star Wars. How about some Star Wars Pokemon games? That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
Pokemon
in space!
Pokemon with a Star Wars theme.
That'd be so awesome.
It'll never happen, though.
Sure, it'll never happen, but I'd like to see another
they've done Star Wars like fan art for Pokemon.
Well, you need to use your imagination.
Imagination.
I don't do that anymore. Because as somebody actually pointed out to me, I'm an adult, therefore I'm not supposed to use my imagination. It's creepy when I do it.
Yeah, it kinda is. I'm kidding.
At 2, Shadow Blazer. At 2.
It can be creepy when I use my imagination. I'll use my imagination and we'll have a good time, baby.
Wow, we went into Bill Clinton on the last episode of Pokemon Crystal. That's how out of it we are right now, guys.
I did a Bill Clinton joke on your Mario Kart Elf live stream.
Yes, you did.
Are
yes,
you ready to downshift on me, baby?
There you go. Keep going as Darth Vader. I went to the internet. Sorry, guys. I had to do it. I also like this one.
Oh, that's cool.
Darth Vader with a Pokeball.
Aren't you a little short for...
I swear there's one of a Pikachu with a Han Solo vest.
Aren't you a little short for a ride-on? Huh? Oh, the uniform.
Okay, I'm sorry. This would be the epitome of awesome to a Pokemon fan. Darth Vader riding a Charizard.
Can you send me these so I can add them in post?
Yes, I will. I will send them. Let's see. Oh, I like this one. The Pikachu Stormtrooper helmet.
And Venusaur's confused. All right.
Fly!
Oh, you know what? We need to send this image to Romney because we need that for Geek News right there. A realistic Pikachu that looks like Chewbacca.
Oh, wow.
We need that at one point. Just because I want to hear him go really deep and do Pikachu. Pikachu. Pika Pika.
Yay! Now your fire should be strong.
Yes.
As long as you're faster.
And I am. I'm faster than you, because I maxed out my EV stats completely. I just bought a whole bunch of vitamins. Venusaur is confused. It hurt itself in its confusion! And it survived with 1 frickin' HP!
And so here's kind of a generalized gang of like every character in Star Wars. I love the fact that Ursa Ring is Chewbacca. Because that's not a stretch. Alright, and Venusaur is down, but Mr. Owl had to pay the price, it looks like. Pokemon Trainer Red, who was defeated and has no words.
Nope, he just says dot 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 dot.
No, it's the rule of Nintendo. They're always silent protagonists.
He's a man of few words. Any questions?
Alright, and so,
Credits.
Pokemon Crystal is done.
Satoshi Tajiri.
Thank you to Satoshi Tajiri.
Junichi Masuda, who's
So, final thoughts on Pokemon Crystal. Does it still hold up? Nostalgia goggles aside here.
yeah.
Because me and Alex like to review things.
I love this game. You want to know the reason I never get to Red in Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver is because I keep starting over because I love Gen 2. It's my favorite. I'm a Gen 2er.
So you're a Gen 2 purist?
I'm not a purist. I just like
Well, why haven't you gone to Red in that one?
because I'm either underleveled or I just want to start over and play Johto all over again.
You're under level, but yet you would replay it again, and you wouldn't want to try and re-level.
It's one of those things that I get a lot of the beefs that people say about the Pokemon games. They really should just let you have multiple saves. Just so that you can have them.
Yeah.
I've never understood why they only let you do one save. But
Yeah,
they do.
that's too bad.
So, Andrea, final thoughts on Pokemon Crystal.
Hi, Miyamoto.
Hi, Miyamoto!
Oh,
it's
and
Lord Shigeru to you.
Oh, and Satoru Iwata. Hi, future Nintendo president.
Yeah,
Reggie, are you
apparently
ready
I
to
can't,
go?
I can't say anything here then.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I really liked it, especially when it first came out, because you got all the nice animations with each Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So my final thoughts is Gen 2 is still one of my more favorite ones just because it changed things up. We didn't have fixed gym leaders. We didn't have anything like that. But it does exactly what it needs to do because you don't have to play Gen 1 to start Pokemon. You
Yeah.
can start at whatever gen, and it's fine.
You know, if this was truly, because this was planned to be the last one, Pokemon game, but if this was if this was going to be the last one, what a game to go out on. It was
Exactly.
great.
I would say that, for a game that goes through Johto, you guys sure did not like the Johto season.
We did
but
not.
yeah,
It
you
is,
like-
that is kind of ironic when you think about it, because the Johto League, in terms of the game, is like my favorite game, but
But in our defense,
the anime was just not good.
though, Alex, we did it with half the filler.
We did it with half the filler.
Probably more than half the filler. But yeah, so final thoughts. We all enjoyed it. We hope you guys have enjoyed this Let's Play of Pokemon Crystal. It'll be a while before we get into Gen 3, but next time, you guys get what you want because people have been screaming about it. Next time we go into a Star Wars game, but I'm not going to tell you which. And the reason I'm not going to tell you which is because this is the only hint you get. And it's going to be the premise of the entire thing. Drak has some unfinished business.
Unfinished business.
And that doesn't say much.
That really doesn't.
No. So we'll see you guys next time for more freaking Star Wars! Dun! Dun-dun-dun-dun! Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun about anything relating to Star
We have to get
Wars.
back into the acting prowess of Shia LaBeouf.